Good morning. So today I'm feeling pulled to do a channeled message. I got inspired from yesterday's reading where I really felt like I was channeling the person on your mind, what they were saying. So today is just going to be a channeled message from them to you, so the person that's on your mind. Use your discernment, I just heard. Because this is a channeled message from them, there's not necessarily going to be anything that tells you that this is your reading aside from it being your intuition telling you. But perhaps just don't hold on to this message. I don't know if I'm going to tap into timing on whether this person or when this person is going to reach out. This is solely just a channeled message to you from them, like if their soul could speak to you right now. So let's get into it. I just want to open up with these today. I'm really called to read today, so a lot of passion here. And also the song Holy by Justin Bieber. The running to the altar like a track star, can't wait another second. Because the way you hold me feels so holy. So that could be relevant here. Okay. What message does the person on the collective's mind wish to say to them currently? Let's get the opening messages. I just heard the number 3, so we'll go with 3 to start off with. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we've got serendipity, breathe, and come to the edge. So 18, 29, and 36. I don't know why as well. Those in my head sound like ages that are significant. So if you're 36 now, maybe ages 18, 29, and 36 have been significant ages in your life so far. Okay, so let me find the pages. Okay, and serendipity, it's got a 4-leaf clover on it and a fairy. And there's 4-leaf clovers at the bottom. So you could have Irish heritage. You could resonate with fairies. You could believe in fairies. A lot of Irish people believe in fairies. So serendipity was on page number 66. So 66 could be significant too. You might be seeing 666 a lot. But number 18, serendipity. Opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicities, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. So maybe you're feeling right now like something, you can feel the energy of something about to come in. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now it's the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a high energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. So whatever you do for work perhaps, or maybe just your day-to-day interactions with people really uplifts them, and you might not even know that. Like you could be someone that people tell their life story to, and you just think, why does everyone always tell me their problems? It's because of your nature and also the advice that you give to people. Whether you're aware of it or not, you might be channeling that wisdom from up above. You just don't realize it, and people really take your advice on board. Or you might have a way about you where you can tell people something that's quite harsh, but the way you communicate it to people, it's like easier for them to absorb that information or that feedback. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. You are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. So maybe even this message from your person is perfect timing. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person that you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you were meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. That's a very beautiful message. All right, let's get Breathe. Okay, so this is Breathe. She's sitting on a lily pod, meditating, and just sitting in the stillness. You might like lotus flowers as well. And that banner is making me think of celebrations too. Okay, patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses. Breathe in the sunlight and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. You have worked long and hard and your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one moving languidly yet still progressing right now. In a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins this race. You will indeed win if you relax. Stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. Inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. Okay, number 36, come to the edge. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so you may find your miracles. It's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow them to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up. Voice what you need. Where was I up to? Truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. If ever there was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice right now, and if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. Fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. Now is the time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. False evidence appearing real is hovering over you. The more you dwell on fear, the more real it will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? Love that part of you. The answer most likely is no. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned. In spite of your fear, even when you're not feeling confident, Spirit will always catch you. To me, this whole message really speaks to, especially if this is a channeled message from your person, that they are perhaps trying to overcome their fears right now when it comes to you about this not working out again, or fear of that you're going to reject them if they were to come forward. I think their team is really guiding them to come towards you with their truth, their feelings for you, to have that courage that luck is on their side, that they just need to breathe through it and take that leap of faith. But with serendipity here, they're getting all the signs, they're getting synchronicities. They might be seeing your name everywhere. They might be seeing your date of birth everywhere, or your model of car, or just numbers like synchronized numbers like 1111 or 333. They're seeing things that are leading them to take that leap of faith because luck is on their side. They are going to, I think you are in a place where you are ready to receive them and have compassion and listen to what they have to say and perhaps let them back into your life. But at the moment, they're lacking a bit of courage when it comes to that. So for that to lead the message that is going to come through from them, I think a lot of it's going to be explaining and taking accountability for the part they played in the demise of the connection, as well as their love for you and the future that they see you two having. But I think this speaks more about how their angels are trying to guide them right now. Their ancestors are trying to guide them to take that leap of faith, to have that courage, that they don't know what the outcome's going to be, but it could, and it's not going to be the worst case scenario. It could be the best case scenario because luck is on their side. They're getting all the signs that now is the time to do it. All right, so let's see how this person views you and the connection. Let's see, how does this person view the collective, please? Travel, so they might have to travel towards you, or maybe that's causing some hesitation with them as well. I think that's something they're going over, but as well they could want to travel with you. Travel might be something that you two talked about, or you might have said you wanted to go on a trip when you two were together and it never eventuated and they want to take you on that trip. But Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, they could be, but I think that they want to actually ground this. They want to go from it just being a thought in their head that they want to be with you and actually make it a reality and ground the connection. And they might have even wanted, you might even want to travel somewhere quite like a rainforest or something. Somewhere where there's rainforests, but there's definitely travel involved here. Could be that they, again, want to take you on a trip, or that travel is required to come and see you. But either way, I'm definitely seeing that as air travel, so it might actually be like a plane ride type distance between the two of you. But this is something they're going over. Divine masculine. So this is how they view you. So I could be speaking to the divine masculine, and this channeled message is coming from your feminine. So they might be going over the fact that there's distance between you. But they see you as someone that is their divine masculine, that takes action, that is assertive and driven when they're, you know, in their balanced energy. Okay, but you've got rage here. So this person does think that you have anger issues, hot head, anger, angry temper. So you might be quick to anger if you feel like you're being criticized. This is their memory of you. Because if this is how they see you, if you're in no contact, if there is distance here, and they're going over the fact that there's distance here, their memory of you as well as someone that was quick to anger if they were upset with you, or you were someone that acted like cool, calm, collected, but it was more because you bottled things up. And if your feminine is a sensitive person, and they can pick up when tone changes or energy changes, and they tried to address it with you and you would blow up at them, or, you know, make their anxiety worse, that is something they go over. And there's also something here about if you have to travel to see them, they might be worried that if they address the distance with you, especially if someone has to move to the other one, that you will get angry. That's not good. Hopefully that's I love you flipped over though. Telepathy. So I think this person also goes over how much you actually were able to tap into their energy. You might have even been the kind of person that would be, you picked up on everything. You weren't oblivious to your surroundings. So if you were noticing they were acting off, you would always think the worst. You would always go, they're going to leave me, or they're angry about something, especially if they were acting quiet. So you were very observant of their energy all the time, and this person's going over how you might have even picked up on a lot of things that they hadn't even said out loud. So for instance, you might have said, you're thinking I did this, aren't you? And they would say, oh my God, how did you know? That's exactly what I was thinking. You're quite tapped in too. So I think this person, when they think of you, they really think that you're quite tapped in, that you two can read each other's thoughts. Destiny flipped over. Freedom. So I think when they think of you, they might feel like you believe that you're going to give up your freedom to be with them. But soulmates under divine masculine, they see you as their soulmate. You might have even said that we're not compatible, but they think that you are compatible. It's that kind of, you balance each other out. But let it go. I think they've been trying to let you go. Perhaps in the past they were in their wounded feminine, but I think they saw you being in your wounded feminine. Very broken and not, especially with that quick to rage. If they're a sensitive person and they had anxiety, and then you would make that anxiety worse with your anger, that's coming from a wounded feminine place. So when you would see them upset, crying, anxious, overwhelmed, whatever, that would trigger your wounded feminine, and you would get nasty and petty and maybe even spiteful, and that hurt them. So they're trying to focus on those things about you to try and help them let you go. But it's not working. I think this person, because this is a channeled message from them, remember, so I think your feminine really doesn't feel like there's a lot of green here too. So I think you really do have the key to their heart, but I think that they don't expect you to come back. So they're trying to let you go by thinking, by going over past situations and thoughts of you, not treating them the best to try and help them move on from you. But it's not really working because they still have this hope that you're their divine masculine, that you are working on these anger issues, that you still have love for them too. But how you abandon them. When they think of you, they go over how they were abandoned by you. So that's another thing that they try to use to help them let go of you, especially if they think this person's never coming back. So on one hand, even though they have all this love for you, I think in that first part where I read these cards and it said that it's time to take a leap of faith, I really feel like that was your message, because I'm really feeling like I'm speaking to the divine masculine and that this channeled message is coming from your feminine. So this is what the feminine wants to say to their masculine, as in you. I think you're in a place now where you're having fear over going towards them because you're concerned that it's going to have a negative outcome, that this person doesn't want you back, that they're not going to be interested in conversing with you, wanting to compromise, forgive, work it out. But I think this person does very much so. There's so much green here. This person, I don't think they've given their heart to anyone else. I think their heart still belongs to you, but they go over the distance here. They go over the anger issues you have and how nasty you can be when they're hurting and how you abandon them. I think abandonment, because that's the overall energy. So abandonment is a big thing that they're holding on to here to try and let you go. Because as well, when you abandon them, you might have really made them believe that this is it, there's no going back, we're done for good, I'm never coming back. So they try to hold on to these things like your anger and your wounded feminine energy and the fact that you abandoned them. And if there is distance here, if this person gave up everything to come to you and you abandon them, that's a big thing that you have to, make up for. So that could be something they go over as well. They have been trying to let you go, but you still have their heart. And maybe that's what you need to hear. Maybe you need to know that these are the things that they think about when they think of you. They believe in you, that you can be that divine masculine that takes action, that's assertive, knows what he wants and goes towards it, very driven, ready to put the work in. I'm seeing that beaver spirit animal. That's the one that's, doesn't matter if it's going to take weeks, months, years, they're ready to put the work in. They believe you have that capability, but they're also trying to let you go because it hurts their heart when they think of you. Not just because they want to be with you, but it hurts their heart that they want someone that did that to them. Because then that makes them think that there's something wrong with them, that they can't seem to let go of someone that hurt them that deeply. So it's kind of a mix. It's like this person, you have their heart, they love you, and they want to be with you, but they're also trying to let you go because of what you've done to them. But they miss you. Missing you is trying to come out. Okay, so let's see what it is. Yeah, swans, mate for life. Soulmates, twin flames, the one, a pair of things. This person really does. And one of those cards was on page 66, remember I said, so 66 could have some significance to you, but this is number 6. Deep soul connection, blooming love, faith, divination, fluidity. A pair of things. I think this person really does see you as the one, but they flip-flop between thinking you're the one, thinking you're their divine masculine, with, am I crazy? This person said they're never going to come back. They're not going to come back. Why can I not let them go? Why can't my heart let this person go? So they flip-flop between the two. So if it's more that you are hearing this message to know, so as like clarity to know that when you come forward, this person is going to be receptive to you. They are open to you, but there are things that you need to work on. There are things that they're going to need to see from you, because yes, you have their heart, but they're not just going to let you back in unless they see changes in you and see that you want to put the work in, especially with that travel card and the anger card, the rage card. One, two, three. Okay, so 5 is definitely important here, but you've got 35 and 10, and the letter A could be significant, but grasshopper, leap of faith. This is you taking a leap of faith towards your feminine. Easygoing, don't worry, moving on, prosperity, so what, a change in direction, birth of a son, and luck. Again, in that first deck, there's a lot of luck surrounding you right now to take this leap of faith. Yes, you have this fear because you don't know what the outcome is going to be, but luck is around you right now. Your angels are trying to guide you towards this. I think as well, you feel quite weighed down by this situation, especially with this ball and chain coming out. I think you feel addictions might have been a problem here too, but I think that you feel quite restricted in your life and you have a lot of emotional baggage, but I think that was there in the relationship too. As in, the relationship was quite unhappy at a lot of points because of the codependence and feeling trapped. The issues that caused your rage too caused you to feel weighed down by the emotional baggage of the relationship. But in the time apart, especially if this person hasn't left your mind and you realize, hey, I actually do really love this person. Relationships do have ups and downs. It's how you overcome those challenges together. You really realize that this isn't a common bond. This is an uncommon bond. You both have actually always been deeply committed to one another. Even if you've tried to move on with other people, you still have had this unwavering loyalty to them. Like, you see them as your family, they see you as yours. But I think their deepest desire is you, and vice versa. They're trying to manifest you. And this Loons card, number 10, all in for what you love, reawaken lost hopes. So I think as well, this person trying to let you go because they're under the impression that you're never coming back, you taking this leap of faith will reawaken lost hope. I think this person is losing hope, especially if there's been a lot of time here. There's a lot of green in this as well. I think this person's trying to hold on to hope, and then they go between hope and feeling like they're crazy for wanting you so much, especially from what you put them through. Number 27, magnifying glass. Get more info, clarity, very important details, research, documents, examine the fine print, larger than life. So I think perhaps you've been looking in to try and get more information on this person, doing your research, but I think as well you're focusing too much on the little details, and it's almost a way of procrastinating taking this leap of faith because of your fear to go towards them and potentially be rejected. But I think this person is going to need clarity, and perhaps there was a pregnancy, maybe the pregnancy, it was a boy, but for luck to be on your side here, I really do think that the fine details could be the distance. the travel that's needed here. But I think there's some very important things that this person needs to hear from you, especially because of the way things ended. Number 35. Number 20, Milky Way, networking, marketing, social media. So I think you are looking at their social media, but publicity, internet, fame, expand, spotlight, innumerable, connected, exposure. So maybe even as well, part of the issues in the past was that you had issues with their social media, what they posted, the kind of attention that they would get. Maybe they go over that as well. Number 24, but love. And that reminds me of that constant burn as well. Love, romance, joy, bliss, all in for what you love, remember. I think you have a lot of passion towards this person and they have a lot of passion towards you. I think they feel even quite caring towards you. And you two felt quite fulfilled when you were with each other, but things had to end because you weren't content at the time. Okay, yeah, 6 is important here, and the letter K. So K and A. Clouds, thoughts, problems, doubts, hesitation, beyond view, unclear, confusion, indecision, misunderstanding. So I think there's been a lot of misunderstandings in this connection before. So that's the clarity that needs to be brought to the situation. But your inability to make a decision about moving forward, again, because of your fear of the unknown, because things are unclear, you need to not just bring this person clarity, but you need to give yourself clarity on just like, I just need to take this leap of faith. You're always going to have doubts, but if you know you love this person, you see a future with them, when those doubts come over you, you just need to express that so you two can give each other clarity and work through the problems. You can't see beyond the clouds right now, but that on the other side of those clouds is the sun. Your happiness is on the other side, but because you fear that it's going to make you unhappy, especially if you go over the things that happened in the past, even the things that you did to this person, your fear of being rejected, because you naturally would think, why would this person ever forgive me? Why would they take me back after I abandoned them? But that's why you might need to hear this message today, to know that they do want to hear from you. You just have to take that leap of faith. You need to trust that you're being guided towards this person, that they do still love you, but obviously they are going to have fear as well over how things ended before, how you treated them during the connection, perhaps how people around you treated them. Putting aside the fear you have about going towards your person, I think there is the aspect of this person needing some real action. Aside from the fear of being rejected, do you realize that you need to put a lot of effort in here so this person feels confident that you're coming back properly this time, that you're not going to run away again, that you're not going to abandon them or crash out on them with your anger issues? Those are things you have to think about. So I want to get these first just to see what they would want to say to you, because this is a channeled message from your person. What would they want to say to you if they could? Whoa. Twin flames flew across the room. They believe you're their twin flame. That went so far. So twin flames, this person, and I mean, you got divine masculine for how they view you, so they definitely see you as their twin flame. And I do think that you, the one watching, the collective, you're the divine masculine, and that this channeled message is from your feminine. What would they want to say to their divine masculine? My finances are a mess. I've made bad decisions. I'm in the process of turning things around. So they really might be trying to, they might still be trying to get themselves on solid ground, especially if there was an element of moving here. They might still not be in the best position financially, and they're still trying to get back on their feet. I just heard as well, there might be an aspect of them getting themselves into a little bit of debt, trying to get back on their feet. So that might make them feel insecure too, because they don't want to feel like if you come back and their finances aren't great, that you're just going to, they're not good enough for you, which is sad. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. So they could even be blaming themselves a lot for this. So on one hand, it's like they go over the fact that they feel abandoned by you and that you took your anger out on them, but they still blame themselves for the pain. Because at the end of the day, yes, there's things that you need to make up for, but they also did things to hurt you too. And this isn't a tit for tat. This isn't a, I abandoned you and put you in a really bad financial position because you hurt me. That's still not okay. But they still know that there's things that they did that hurt you. Maybe things that they said, or maybe when they were upset, the way they expressed how they were upset with you hurt you, or they did things sometimes that they knew was going to aggravate you. So things like that, they are aware that they hurt you and that that's on them as well. Just like how you hurt them is on you, how they hurt you is on them, and they both came from places of wounding, and they're aware of that, and they can take accountability for that. So that's good. I'm only staying here for my kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. So they might already have children. And that also might be the reason that they might think you're never coming back as well. Because if they can't go anywhere because of children, then, and you're a free agent, you can kind of go and do what you want. They're just not, it's sad. This person really feels like they're your twin and that you two are meant to be together, but it's almost like this person doesn't feel good enough for you, which is kind of sad, because you're afraid to reach out thinking they're going to reject you, and they're afraid you're never going to come back because they don't think they have anything to give you. And that's, this isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me. We have unfinished business. I don't see this person reaching out to you, but I do feel like that's them going between hope, but losing hope at the same time. Last one. You were different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I only want you. So I think as well, I don't really feel like this person has tried to, I think they've tried to let go of you, but I don't really think they've had any tests in love since you, like they would have been, especially if there's kids involved, like they already have kids. I think that this person has just, they've tried to think about putting themselves back out there, but they know in their heart that they're not over you and couldn't give to a new person the way they would want to. So it's like there's no one compares to you. So yeah, that's, I mean, it's kind of sad. Right. And I just heard, I want to be with you, but I don't know if you can give to me the way I need you to. So that could be, that's a channel. That's what I just heard. I want to be with you, but I don't know if you can give to me the way I need you to. I think this person thinks a lot about things. They could be an overthinker. You could be an overthinker. Number 3, communication. I care about you even when I I care about you even when I act like I don't. I'm hiding my true feelings because I'm feeling vulnerable. Well, again, if they go over the way you abandon them, your anger issues, I think they probably would have their guard up too. It's like they do, obviously you have their heart, but they don't want to be vulnerable, especially if when they were vulnerable in the past, say again, if they're anxious, overwhelmed, they cry, that triggered your anger issues. So if that means if they're vulnerable around you, that you get angry with them, of course they're going to have their guard up and hide with how they truly feel. When I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. Number 11. Number 10, timing and intentions. The planets are activating us to heal and bring us closer together. Surrender to the changes. Number 10 again, so 10-10, October's important. I always felt I had a higher calling in life and our connection brings me more clarity on it. So maybe as well in this separation, they've started something new, a new business, or they've gone towards some kind of purpose that they have always wanted to do but always put in the background. But the 3rd of October or the 10th of March, telepathic messages. The 11th of February or the 2nd of November, there are messages being exchanged through music and movies. Listen and trust what you hear. Listen carefully and trust what you hear. So if there's songs, because like in the beginning, there's synchronicities, signs you're being sent to reach out to this person. So if there's songs that you've been hearing, either songs that you two shared together, songs you danced to, songs that you said, this is our song, this is our wedding song, whatever, those kinds of things. If those songs are coming on, or just in general, songs that make you think of this person, listen to the lyrics because that is a message from them. And trust what you're hearing. Number 10. Number 11. So October and November, I think, are important here. 11-11, and I said that earlier as synchronicities. Love like ours can change the world. And 1 on the bottom, so 111. We need to wait for divine timing. So this is them, remember. So they believe that it's like they have hope, they're losing hope, but they're trying to trust in divine timing. Trust that this will come, you will come in when you're supposed to come in, when you're ready to come in. And the divine's trying to guide you to overcome your fear of going towards them. Time is healing our wounds and creating the perfect conditions for our reunion. So as well, I think, I say this on here all the time, time passing is not an apology. So you might have even apologized to them in the past, but was it a real apology? Was it just a blanket apology, sorry for everything, but you haven't really taken accountability for the ways you hurt this person? There's things here that can only be healed when you come back together and deal with the issues that happened. And again, that beaver energy, ready to put in the work, whether it takes weeks, months, years, being ready to put in the work, because the overall will be such a happy life together. When you reach that point that they don't need reassurance anymore and you're building this life together and you're so happy together and you face challenges and upsets together and you grow from it, it's going to be such a fulfilling life. So are you ready to put in that work now to have that fulfilling life? That's something you need to decide. Okay. So yeah, October and November are important here as well. So let's get what's going on in this person's life right now. What is going on in this person's life? And then we'll do the potential future of this. Oh, hang on, what's this? Drifting apart. So maybe as well the time here is what concerning this person about maybe you both are thinking that the connection between you is fading because of the time away here. What is happening for this person right now? What is on their mind? Love triangle. So they might think that you're with someone else, or I think that they might even be thinking that someone else was in the middle. Someone was trying to sabotage this, as in you had, this person might be thinking that you left them for someone else. But I think that they feel like there's someone else involved here with this love triangle. Adventure awaits. So this person wants to travel with you. An unknown adventure awaits in a relationship. So in the relationship. So they also know that you two can have a lot of fun together, that you enjoy each other's company, that they love going on adventures with you. They want to do life together. They want to share life with you. They're releasing expectations of you ever coming back. They're letting go of expectations and trying to let things flow naturally. If it's meant to be, it'll be. All right, just before I get the potential future, I want to see how you view them. How do you view your feminine? Fertility, that's nice. So they could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could just see them as someone that's an overthinker. Like I said, I think you both overthink, but I think you see them as someone that's very in their head a lot, because air is swords in tarot, and swords are mental clarity. As well, you might see them as being able to... you could see them as being quite intelligent, actually, because swords is also about intelligence. So you could see them as being quite smart. And also you might want to go on a hot air balloon with them, or you might have already done that. Maybe you did that together, went on a hot air balloon ride. But I think as well, you two, even intellectually, you had great conversations. You could have stimulating conversations, like they really it's not just a physical attraction, it's like you actually mentally like stimulate each other. But fertility, I think, again, this person, I think because in their messages they got that they have kids, so I think you see them as a good mother, but you also see them as quite fertile. You would like to have children with this person, and also you want to birth a new beginning with them. Journal. So maybe you believe that this person is writing a book, they've written a book, or they like to write down their feelings a lot. They might be quite a bit of a journaler. Maybe that's something you know about them. Healing, mind, body, and spirit. So I think you believe this person to really be healing, and maybe for that to confirm air, you might view them as healing that overthinking mind that causes them overwhelm, that causes them anxiety. I think you see them as having taken a lot of steps on their healing journey, and their connection with spirit too. Fertility, family. So you do want a family with this person. You see them as family, you want a family with them, and they also have children. And that's an important detail. So if your feminine doesn't have children, or if having a family, having babies with this person isn't something you want, then this isn't your reading. Because that is a big detail here. And again, I think I said before, you could have shared a pregnancy with this person, and maybe that pregnancy that wasn't completed, let's say, was a boy. Journal. So I think you, for a time, thought that this was a karmic connection. I think you thought that for a time you put them in the category as a karmic connection that was toxic because you didn't like the side of you that came out when it was not the good stuff. The good stuff I don't think you had a problem with. It was the fact that they brought out that rage in you, and it might have reflected a side of you that you did not like, and so you thought that side only came out because of them. But it was reflecting to you what was broken and needed to be worked on, especially if everyone else around you doesn't push you to grow. They enable your bad behavior. This person, the magnetic pull you have to this person, you're on the same frequency. You are meant to be together. You are meant to be in each other's lives. But I think for a long time you put the blame on them. And that's what helped you stay away from them as well. And I think as well, you see this as you're worried that they see you as a karmic connection. Yeah, you're in no contact. Betrayal. So maybe you felt betrayed by this person in some way. Or you feel like there's secrets that you don't know about. But I think as well, you go over the ways in which you were deceptive. Because this is what you think about when you think of them. So you go over the fact that, oh my God, please don't change my heart. God, please don't change my optimism. That's that recording that TikTok chose again, where she's saying basically that the pain of this heartbreak, she's so distraught by it that she's scared that she's going to lose herself in the pain, and that her pure heart is going to disappear. Her love of life is going to disappear. The way she views the world is going to disappear. And I think that that's something that this feminine really went through after this ended. They felt very betrayed by you, and I think you're going over how you betrayed this person. When you think of them, you go over the secrets that you kept from them, your shady behavior. Why did you lie? Ask yourself that. They might have even said to you, why do you lie about these things? It's so stupid. I'm not even angry. Like, you could just have this knee-jerk reaction that you make things worse in your head than they are. And then when you really did tell her the truth, she wasn't even bothered. Or it was something that she didn't think was that big a deal that you needed to lie about. I think you go over that as well. Her understanding of you. Blast from the past. So you're going over memories of her. So you might have stuff saved of her in your phone or gifts she gave you, but you want to rekindle this. You're going over the good times that you had with your feminine. I think you're feeling quite nostalgic right now, which is why it's kind of like you're getting close to taking that leap of faith, but you believe that this connection is divinely protected. You also believe she is divinely protected, and you might also believe that a lot of the bad things that have happened to you since you abandoned her is coming from the fact that she's very protected. So when you hurt her, you got some karma for it. If she's very protective, if her angels, her ancestors, her spirit guides are very strong and they're very protective of her, and you hurt her, I think you believe that she's very divinely protected, and when you hurt her, you got karma for it. And you go over the abandonment, how you abandoned them. I think that these are all things that play into your fears about coming forward. Why would this person ever take me back? Why would they ever forgive me when I've done this to them? There could have been lies from them, but I think it's more about your deceitful behavior. You go over your deceitful behavior towards them. Why do I do that? Why do I lie to them? Even over the stupidest, silliest little things. It might be a knee-jerk thing that you've developed because it was a way of getting out of trouble when you were a child. Just a lot of things I think that you're going over in your head, but don't catastrophize either. This person does love you. They want to be with you. It's just that I think you are even aware that you're going to have to prove yourself, and Is your ego is your pride going to stop you from doing that? All right, one more. Heart chakra. You have nothing but love for them. And that's been coming out lots. There's a lot of blue here too. So that's throat chakra. You are ready to speak up. You know how much love they had for you, how much they accepted you. Even when you treated them badly, they still accepted you and had compassion for you because they knew what you'd been through in your life. So they still held space for you and still loved you even when you treated them poorly, and you're going over that. This person, I think you go over how much this person gave you love, how much their love. It's almost like you rejected this person because they loved you so much. I'm seeing someone who's like, because you don't love yourself, it almost made you not respect them because you're thinking, why do you love me so much? Like, because you didn't feel like you deserved it. But then because of that, you treated them badly. So these are all things I think you go over, which causes your fear of reaching out. But I think because there's so much blue here, and there's a lot of hearts as well. I think you really are ready to express yourself to this person. Because if this is how you see them as well, this is really nice. Yeah, divine timing. I think I love you. They love you. You hope they love you. Karmic popped out there again as well. So I think you really did put them in the category of karmic for a while to help you stay away. But you're surrendering. You're trusting that you are being guided back to this person, which brings us back to that opening message. Take that leap of faith. Luck is on your side. Just take a deep breath and allow yourself to believe in the signs that you're being given. Music, trust what you are hearing. And have patience with this person. I think they're going to have patience with you too. I think they will hear you out, but again, they're going to need to see through action that you really do want to have a family with them and that you are going to settle down with them. You're not going to be, you're not going to abandon them again. And you can only prove that to someone over time. But I do think that this connection is divinely protected. All right, so let's get into the potential future of this connection, please. What is the potential of this? And then we'll get your next actions. Oh, that's too many. But Page of Wands, a lot of passion. And I said that from the beginning. I was really drawn to red today, so... The Hanged Man. So at the moment, you're still indecisive because this is about sacrifice and waiting, perspective, lack of direction. If you think you're going to have to sacrifice too much to go towards this person, then maybe you're not ready yet because you have so much to gain from going towards them, especially if you want to have a family with them. Six of Cups, so reuniting with someone from your past. Nostalgia, memories, past and sentimental. So I think as well for this to be the potential future, I think you two have so much that you share together already, that it's just a base, a foundation for you two to work off of to make this relationship stronger. Three of Swords. I actually think that this is going to be getting over the pain of the past. Closing the gap. Ending the separation. Healing the trauma and the sorrow that was caused here. 10 of Swords. So you're indecisive right now because of the pain. But with the 10 of Swords, there's only upwards from there. The 10 is the last sword. So once you've hit rock bottom, it's only up from there. I think the reason you wait is because you're scared of failing. You're scared that they're going to have bitterness towards you. And they might have a little bit, but that's part of the letting showing them over time that things are different this time. But it's also a card of betrayal. So again, if you're going on, I think you're too heavily in your head about the ways you betrayed this person by abandoning them, but also your rage. But don't give up. Don't allow this 10 of Swords to leave you in long suffering, perpetually waiting to reach out but never doing it. You're being guided in the right direction. You just have to trust in it. 6 of Cups. The Chariot. Yeah, you're going to move towards this person. That's a card of travel. Determination, success, moving forward. I think you're going to move past this. I think this is your current energy. You're stuck right now because you're so consumed by the pain caused here. The pain you caused them, and also the pain you have from the ending of this. But the nostalgia is going to win over here. And it's going to push you to have that determination to move towards this person. 3 of Swords. Knight of Cups. Charming and idealist, determined, tactful and graceful, with 9 of Wands on the bottom. You're ready to put the work in here. You're ready to persist, regardless of fatigue. You're ready to put in the effort here. You're very close to success here. The 9 of Wands is being close to success, close to succeed, resilience, persistence. You're going to heal this 3 of Swords in both of you. You're going to heal this 3 of Swords, this broken heart that you both have over each other, with you coming in as this Knight of Swords, coming in determined, ready to do the work, build a family. Your determination is going to help heal both of you. Because like I said, whatever the issues were, yes, there's healing that needed to be done in separation on both your sides, but then there's an element of you two having to heal certain things together by showing through persistence, determination towards one another to make it work this time and to build a family together. This is a very nice potential future for you two. Okay, so let's just get what's blocking you right now, although it's pretty obvious. I think it's just your worry about, oh, hang on, no, we're going to do your next action towards this person. Yeah, see Grim Reaper on the bottom, so you really did leave this person with the impression that they were never going to see or hear from you again. Wedding rings. Wedding rings. Union, wedding, marriage, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. I'm not saying you're going to come in like, you know, the first time you've spoken to them and however long it's been and say, I want to marry you. Or you might say you want to marry them, but I don't think you're going to come in straight away with a proposal or anything. But I think that that's your intention towards this person. You want to lock in, settle down with this person, spend the rest of your lives together, have babies. The whole thing, the whole picture. I think you want to go over with them the way you left things, because the Grim Reaper has come out here. You want to grow and transform this relationship. You don't want it to be over. This is just the beginning of your story. Transcend the obstacles of the past, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. In your action towards this person as well, because with cassette here, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head, that's the thing that's keeping you stuck right now as well. But those are also the things that need to be addressed when you communicate with this person, and it could be things that get addressed over a period of time. It's not just one big conversation, although that initial conversation could be a long, deep conversation about things, but I think things will develop over time, the conversation will develop over time, and things that happened in the past will come up over time, and you can address those issues as they come up. Wedding rings. I think this is you're coming in quite a grounded perspective too. You know that there's work to be done here, but you know that there's happiness on the other side of it. But your fear of rejection right now, and also knowing the pain that you caused here, is kind of what's keeping you from taking that leap of faith right now. The butterfly, yeah. So relationship evolving to the next phase. That's to confirm wedding rings. Healing the inner child, growth. I think part of the growing with this person is wanting to marry them, wanting to offer them a serious commitment. Evolving things from nothing to something very serious. Grim Reaper, yeah, abundance. So keeping a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. So for that to confirm the Grim Reaper, I think you're having a more positive outlook now, especially if for a long time you blamed them, put them in the category of a karmic connection, and you really did think that it was over. You now have more of an abundance mindset. You know that you can actually have a very fulfilling life with this person, that it's not over. Ascending. Not enough tried to come out, so you've been working on your self-love too. Lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So this transformation you've gone through, I think something as well, because at the moment you're teetering on wanting to come forward, but you haven't fully made up your mind yet, something is going to strike you and inspiration's going to strike, and you're just going to do it. Because for that to confirm ascending, you are transcending obstacles. So your obstacle right now is the fear of rejection and the pain that you caused here in the past. But the nostalgia is going to win. Something is going to just spark inspiration in you, and it's going to cause you to just surprise this person. Cassette. Yeah, heart with a key. So even though all this outdated thinking, this playing old events over in your head, fear of rejection, worrying about the fact that how much you hurt this person and abandoned them, you still are going to take action towards them, because this is open your heart, getting together, perfect. Your hope for the future with this person is going to, they have the key to your heart just like you have the key to their heart. I think you've had to do a lot of shadow work with this self-indulgence on the bottom, but it's also time for you two to heal together. It's time to heal. It's a time to show real appreciation for this person. But I think you've done a lot of focusing on the things that you need to work on, and also working on your self-worth. I know I deserve love, and this person deserves more from me than what I gave them in the past. Knowing you can give to them now because you value yourself, you know what you can bring to the table. I just want to grab what energy's around you right now, just to see if anything's going to try and block this. But I think it's clear. Yeah. So maybe your pets are acting differently, or you're just having random animals come up to you or stare at you at the moment. But getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Maybe you want to get a pet. This will be just some more details to tie you to this reading. I just heard maybe you just lost a pet. Okay, so move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. I think because this is the energy around you. Yes, I think you might be worried that this person has moved on, but I actually think you're ready to move on from the life that you have now. again, because there was a lot about travel and distance, and that Chariot card is also about traveling as well. I think that you're ready to move on from where you're at. So I had a feeling that these cards are really just going to kind of show that the road is open for you now. And that's why they're guiding you to take this leap of faith. Yeah, everything in divine timing, let things flow. So I think that that's time now. And you could also, to tie you to this, really be working on your mental and physical health right now. But there could be something that you've just gone through recently, health-wise, that has been a main focus for you as well. All right, let's get you a divine door. What advice should we end with, please, for this collective? Inner power. So trust your intuition as well. By your own command, taking action, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. So very much about take that leap of faith. Yes, you have fear and there's nothing wrong with that, but let that fear guide you towards this person taking that leap of faith. I think this is actually going to work out very nicely. I think this person will be open towards you and you don't have to worry about rejection here.